Sean Baligian wake you up every Monday through Friday on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. That's right, Big D Energy has moved to mornings. Get your morning dose of Neal's tone and Sean's insanity. Weekdays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Two Detroit sports legends coming together for the best Detroit sports morning show there is. Big D Energy, waking you up weekdays on Detroit's #1 sports network.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy Morning Brew. My name is Neal, Ruhl, that guy, Sean Baligian in the house. What?
Just our before the show conversation with you guys when you came in.
Which one?
The whole radio one with Ryan or Mike.
JB Smooth in the house. JB, what's popping?
Nothing much. Same old, trying to fight this mic over here to stay put. But yeah.
All right, well, stay in the fight, brother. Stay in the fight. Young Joey is here in the building.
Morning, everyone. Happy to be here.
KG is expected to roll in here. But Sean, be honest. Did you watch any Knicks Cavs last night?
I did.
So did I.
Well, I mean, full disclosure, and you were ripping on me earlier in the day. I have an old backlog now of hockey games that I need to watch, and you have your fun with me. I'll be your Ryan or Monty, whatever you need today, okay? It goes back to a conversation before the show. Shout out to Ryan.
Okay.
Shout out Ryan.
The bottom line is this. We are here to do 2 hours of Grand Rapids Griffins breakdown. All right?
Why do you think, see, that's why. Why do you think that's my backlog? Because there are more important things. If there's a regular playoff game, if there's a team that wears blue, blanc, et rouge, if there is a team that wears red, white, and blue, if there is an Eastern Conference game, final game, that takes precedence. The Tigers take precedence. So what do I do when I come home? All right, let's watch Game 2 of the Griffins and Wolves getting together. And that's what I did. And I'm telling you, and you can rip on me, Neal.
Yeah,
and you already have ripped on me.
And I will some more, but go ahead.
MBN looks really good.
Oh, God, you know what? Cut this man's mic off. I'm tired of the initial base prospects, okay?
All right, and you know I yell at some of the younglings around here. Stop it. Calm down. All I can tell you is MBN looks really good. I'm not saying he's going to be a star, but he's the type of playoff grit and sand. Oh, we banned grit, by the way. Neal, if you didn't know that, and I'm standing by that. The G word's done for me. He's the type of sandpaper that you like. So, yes, when you call me and you ask me, what are you doing? I could lie to you. Oh, I've got a giant brisket on, and I'm doing Cajun turkey. But I like to tell the truth to my friend.
Well, I would have more respect for you. What do you all right, I
What
would.
are you doing? I'm watching hockey. What do you want me to say? All right,
Grand Rapids. So still staying alive, right?
They
Grand
stayed
Rapids
alive because I sent the text to those guys saying MBN looks really good, and he was the best player in the ice in Game 2, and then he scored in overtime last night to keep the Griffins alive.
Big win.
Just saying.
Were the people at the plaza last night to watch it?
I was hoping there were people at the plaza. No, but yes, I stayed up and watched the game, and I know people are going to get mad at me, okay, but I'm going to say it again, all right? That's when you get the nation to fall in love with you, when you do things like Jalen Brunson did last night. I know nobody wants to hear it because everybody wants to have their parade, and everybody wants to put our guy on a pedestal, okay? And, Neal, I'm going to say it again. I believe he'll get there. I do. I cannot stress that.
Are you talking about Cade or are you talking about MBN?
I'm talking about MBN. No, I'm talking
MBN.
I'm talking about Jalen Brunson. Like what Jalen Brunson did last night, okay? That's how you get, if people aren't already aware of it, and by the way, he's from New York, right? But if people aren't already aware of it, you know what you do? You sit back and you go, holy gosh, that guy took over. That guy absolutely took over. It was insane. I mean, we could sit back and go, was Cleveland gas and have all those conversations. I think a dude just took over the game. I mean, that's the way I look at it.
No, 100% he did.
That's
and it was coaching, like, okay, 30 seconds on this guy. I see you in the chat. I see you on the chat. Just give me 30 seconds on it, okay? It's going to be longer than 30 seconds. There's 2 things, all right? Number 1, how I felt watching it. You know how when the Pistons played Cleveland and you hated when Cleveland had the ball because you knew some whistle was going to result from flopping. I hated every possession of the game. I literally hated it. I hated watching it. I did. Both sides. That's the number one. But then number two, coaching malpractice by the Cleveland coaching staff.
Holy garbage.
They continued to put Harden on Brunson and just watch him get cooked every single time. It was incredible.
Can I ask you something, too? And beyond that, all right, at what point in time when it started to pour, okay, at what point in time do you say, maybe I should mix in a timeout? Like at
one timeout.
Like at what point in time? Because I'm not a Cavs fan. Like this is one of those. I'm a firm believer. I like hate watch series. I do. Okay. Some people don't like hate watch.
I've never hated both of them like this.
That's what I'm saying.
Never.
I hate the Cavs. I hate the Knicks. So I'm watching this and I was going, boy, I hate this. Hey, hate is pretty good. But then you start, it's like Braveheart. Remember when they're torturing poor William Wallace and all these people that just minutes ago are throwing food and dirty food and fruit at them. They're all kind of like going, mercy, enough already. And that's what I was watching. As that, what was it, 24-1 or whatever the hell it was? I don't know. And I'm going, time out, take a time out. I felt bad for them. That's a great coaching malpractice across the board.
Yes.
That was awful.
Awful. It was
Really bad.
absolutely incredibly dumb. Chuck Brewer in the chat. Harden couldn't guard Asar. Why would you have him on Brunson? Chuck, that's a great question. Kenny Atkinson was asleep at the wheel yesterday, bro. Asleep at the wheel.
Unbelievable.
And you don't recover. That series is over. You don't recover from that.
No.
In a 7, because they got to win essentially 5 of the next 7 games because they won 1 kind of already. You know what I mean? So they got to win 4 of the next 6.
Just
ain't
takes
happening.
the life out of them.
Yeah, it ain't happening, bro. It's not. So that's it. Spenmo Chins 3. That's aggressive. I hate the NBA. Detroit Gunny, not watching it. Okay, you guys, again, I don't like the way it makes me feel. Like I don't have that kind of energy to give. But I have a feeling I'll be back tomorrow. I do. So I'm.
Well, I won't be. I can tell you that.
I won't be.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I probably will.
But
well, when do the Griffins play again?
Well, no. See, by that time, the Western Conference and Eastern Conference finals start for the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah.
So if I have my choice between the two, there's no debate, and you know that.
I know because you'll be watching the Griffins.
I will be. There's a good chance. No, Griffins is my afternoon watch. Like I have to watch last night's game this afternoon.
You go back and watch it.
That's what I did
tape
yesterday.
Of the Grand Rapids
I'm
Griffins.
sorry. What do you want me to say?
Because I figured you'd have been at the plaza with everybody else.
I do love the plaza. I want to go to the plaza so badly. Even if it's like 4 of us, just let's go to the plaza one time.
No, Neal, full disclosure, I watched it last night. I'm sorry, I'm at that point. Like I know we were all like this at the end of the year. I'm so done with the Tigers right now. And when I say I'm so done, it means I'm not going to I'm not checking back in. I am going to check back in. I mean, that's my team, all right? But you get exhausted watching them. You really, truly do get exhausted. So I'm like, I got to tap in. It's game 1. Let's see what the flavor of this series is. It was exactly it was flop fest. Yep. And I'm going to say it again, okay? I'm not one of those guys that I can't watch it because it's flop fest. Okay, this is the game today, and if they're going to call it, do it. You're a moron not to do it. I'm serious. And Neal, I love the game. I'll walk by you in the hallway or something. I'll take the
That
shot
is a
and
great
everything.
bit, yeah.
Okay, that's the league today. I'm not even pissed at the players. I'm not pissed at the players. This is the league today. So with that being said, if you're going to get the call, do it. And they're getting the calls.
Sideless in the super chat. Honestly, the Eastern Conference hate watch is top tier. If the Cavs win, well, Pistons-Cavs was the real Eastern Conference final. If the Knicks win, Pistons would have smoked the Knicks.
Of course.
So there's that.
Sideless couldn't agree with you. That is as good as hate watch as you're going to find right now.
Sideless
It really
also
is.
in the super chat, and I have a follow-up question to you for this.
All right.
He says, another Alphabet Griffins legend for the rafters. Can we do an Alphabet series of banners at Van Andel?
We could do that. Yeah, no doubt.
MSN,
ASP.
ASP.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, you know what the difference is? I think I'm not going to go into this. Because you know what? If I say this stuff, you're just going to rip on me anyway. So I'm just
Damn,
gonna
I almost
shut up.
got him.
Almost got him.
Almost.
Can I tell you what the difference is?
Please do. Please.
MBN is actually showing it. ASP was a lot of hype without showing it. That's the difference. Okay? In the interest of being fair, that is absolutely the difference. And there were some people around here that got really, really, really mad at me because I said, this kid's over his head. He's being physically assaulted almost every time he doesn't belong in the NHL right now. And they got really mad at me, Neal, and I hope they've forgiven me for that.
Okay.
They called me honest at the same time.
Chief IT Hips, AJ Hinch putting Jemiah Jones third instead of Riley was coaching malpractice. We're going to do the Tigers thing because, like...
Do we have to?
Yeah, yes, Sean, we do. Because there's always a new way. There's always a new way. And, oh, by the way, Riley Green, pound for pound, is the best hitter in baseball right now.
It is insane.
Pound for pound.
Absolutely.
Hey, why are you laughing over there?
Just our
Absolutely.
conversation from yesterday and young Justin in the chat. And
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Oh, and we're going to get there, too. Don't you worry about that.
Absolutely carrying this team right now. It's frightening. I mean, it really is frightening how much. And I know we brought it up a couple of. Go look at the month of May, what everybody is doing, and then what Riley Green is doing. It's frightening right now. I hate to be one of those guys, Neal, because it's May 20th. Is that what today's date is?
Yes, it is.
Thanks for playing, guys. Like, seriously. And I know
You're calling it?
Thanks for playing. They're not going anywhere. Come on. They're not going anywhere. There are so many problems with it. And I know, you know what the people say? People, wait till Skubal gets back. What, for the month and a half before you have to make this serious choice, and I hope you make the right one to trade him? Is it that? Wait till Glaber gets back. Wait till Javi gets back.
So we won't be watching in the district.
Right. No, we're not going to be watching in the district.
Because the stadium's full, so we would be over at the plaza watching on the screen.
Listen to me right now. You give me a cooler, and you give me 2 lawn chairs, and that's one of the great afternoons of my lifetime. Period. Absolutely. Dude, they're not going anywhere. Let's all just reassess all that. You guys, and hold me to this. It's fine. There are problems with this team. There's problems with this. And yes, getting those bodies back will help a fundamentally flawed team.
Oh, this is the one.
Good.
Everybody always gives me what I want. Always. Detroit Gunny. Seems like Riley Green has started to sacrifice power for average. Please remember, send that again when we talk Tigers, because we got to do the Trajan Langdon presser when we come back. Kajobi. Neal, I was told fans were dumb for saying the season was over after Skubal got hurt. You didn't hear that from me. I was told that you just get 2 pitchers that win 8 games, there's 16 wins. There's Skubal 16 wins. I was literally told that, not by a fan, by people at this network.
Can I say this? I don't think that people are putting enough into this, okay? This has been a problem almost a year now. Remember right before the All-Star break, they started to come down. And then after the All-Star break, remember they came up just a little bit. And then they went on that stretch, the 9-22 stretch down. This is not a small sample size anymore. This is a large sample size.
Correct.
And oh, by the way, both when healthy and not healthy. I don't know what to say. I hope I'm wrong. I would love nothing more than in 2 months you guys to pound me and I was told, was I lied to? You do it all day, okay? If you guys aren't seeing what's going on, I can't help you.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to cut this off. We're going to the break, and then we're doing the Trajan Langdon. New York Nick Lucido. New York Nick Lucido.
I'm a big fan of that young man.
I am too. He flies right into the eye of the storm.
I like that kid.
Quote, you don't even want to know what I've been told up until yesterday. That's odd, Nick.
Oh, boy.
That's odd because I saw this message that I got from you yesterday that said, when they were losing by like 13 or something in the third quarter, you said this is going to be a lot closer than people think. Fast forward, they're down 22 in the fourth. Okay, now it's over. I was wrong. Thank God I didn't bet it. So which is it, Nick? Were you told or did
Nick.
you tell? You were out.
Young Nick.
You were out.
Young Nick.
You were out.
Young Nick,
That's a New York fan for you.
If you're going to play that card, Nick, come correct. Come on now.
Sideless. Season in the super chat. Season was over when Javi went down. The air left. More on that later, everybody. Big Con, Neal, thoughts on Will Wade down at LSU? This is what do you do? Sports talk for two.
Okay, go
for
ahead.
Big Con and Neal Ruhl. 30 seconds. Big Con. I like Jeff Goodman. I do. To come out there and eviscerate Will Wade like he's the problem when you literally so basically he got a pro, right? You saw it. He got a pro basketball player to go to college at LSU. The streets are lined with guys that did this already. Nate Oates with and I like Nate Oates, but I'm just everywhere. Kansas, everybody does it.
Baylor.
Will Wade does it, and oh my God, I can't believe this. It's over. He destroyed the sport. Nah, bro. No, they're all the same. If you're gonna kill Will Wade, they're all the same.
I think they wanted to kill Will Wade because R.J. Lewis was the most outrageous of them all.
Oh, the most outrageous. Oh, okay.
That's the
So
only
Will Wade does it better than
I'm with
Nate
you. I'm
Oates, or
with
does it
you.
better than Bill
I
Self?
agree with you, but yes, I think he is R.J. Lewis.
It's odd. It's odd the crosses that we choose to bear in this
True.
business.
True.
It really, really is.
The guy was a Big East All Player of the Year. I mean, and he's coming back to college. That's a little
So that was it.
questioning.
Yeah. So that was it. Freddie felt Neal. I missed the Detroit Neon. We all do, kind of. Drago. Detroit City FC tonight, by the way. I'll have the call on ESPN Plus. See you down there at Q.
Nice.
All right, where are we going?
Let's hear from Planet Fitness and then Thrive.
All right, Planet Fitness, everybody. You guys already know the best gym in the gym game. I've been a member at Planet Fitness going on 4 years, and I'll never be a member at another gym. It's just $24.99 a month for a black card. I can accomplish all my fitness goals, even when they change. Doing a ton of cardio, getting into the core, doing the stretches, all of it is there at Planet Fitness. Tons of equipment. You're never sitting there waiting for stuff. And did I mention it's $24.99 a month for a black card? Some people are out there paying over 3 times that for a gym. Why? I don't know either. PlanetFitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. Planet Fitness. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights.
I got to tell you about Thrive because there are some mornings you need that extra pickup. You know, you're yelling at the TV and your voice is crappy. You wake up 5 minutes before your alarm clock. That's what happens when you get up this early. We were all talking about it before
someone
the
I know.
show started. And if you need a little pick-me-up, you know what you need? You need Thrive energy pouches. Now, this is not your daddy's dip for all the dippers out there. Tobacco-free, nicotine-free, packing 300 milligrams of clean, smart caffeine. No jitters, no sugar crash, zero bloating. Yes, I can still go home and go to baby by nap time. Thrive can be found at dipstop.com. Remember to use promo code WSN. You can get 15% off your entire order. And exclusively at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations. Thrive, clean energy, zero distractions. That stuff effing works.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
I love Woodward Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. Two, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
The Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, man. We absolutely love that place. The draft was awesome from there. But they are also the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest with top brands like the Infinity that we've also tried and the Osaki that we've also tried. We've tried every chair, seriously. Making it your go-to destination. Oh, man, you know what it is. Making it the go-to destination for premium comfort and wellness technology. And shout out to Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, creator of the #1 YouTube massage chair review channel. The guy knows what he's talking about, y'all. He does it for a living. So book your visit at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code right here on the screen. Massage Chair House, your ultimate ticket to recovery and relaxation.
All right, off and running, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Sean, Baligian, KG in the building. We have JB Smoove, Young Joey, Top 5 Wednesday.
Top five.
In honor of JB. Top 5 Jeremy's.
Hey.
And that will and I think we need to do a top 5 Sean, and then we'll resume regular activity.
Sound good to me.
So, you know, we honor the new people.
Yes.
And then even though I'm in their spot, but they're the new people. Yeah,
right.
I don't. Whatever. You
It's
guys
weird.
get what I'm trying to say.
Our show.
Yeah, our show.
gives a
There,
shit?
there you go. Absolutely. So I think that's going to be the move. And all Sean spellings are live for next week.
Oh, God.
Shawan.
Shawan.
Scene. You know all of them.
Why you saying Shawan? So
Because that's the way it's spelled for some people.
I get it. SHAWN.
One of my good friends growing up, who happened to be white, spelled his name that way.
Oh,
KG.
wow. Yeah, that's the black version of Sean. But yeah,
The
no,
one
that's
that I saw way back in the day was SHAUN.
That one too?
That one was that one.
Sean Livingston.
That
Right.
one was around for a long time. And
Yeah.
it's like it's not the SEAN, Sean. It's not that difficult.
It's just no H in SEAN, so it's just it looks weird,
It's that
but it
whole-
is pronounced
it's
that way.
whole Irish thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's that whole Irish thing.
Seeing?
You know how those damn people are.
Scene. Yeah, scene.
Scene.
Cien, whatever you want to do it. John F. Lord. Shawan Strickland. There you go.
Shawan.
Absolutely. Dexter James, Jeremy Giambi. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, everybody. All right, we're gonna do it for sure. All right, the presser yesterday scene. What was your thoughts? What was your takeaway?
What do you expect him to say? I think he knows exactly what I was talking about. That was my impression. Now, this is time for you to react. I think he knows that the game has changed. I think he knows that, okay, it was cute. It was fun. Wow, isn't this great? Now it's time to take the next step. I like the guy's personality. I like his vision. I just think a lot of times in circumstances like this, you have to ask yourself, what were you hoping for? What were you hoping for him to stand in front of everybody and say, well, with the benefit of hindsight, I probably should have done this, that, and the other thing. I think more
He
often
was
than
trying to get that out of him too.
I think more often than not,
They were.
your want and the reality of the situation are two different things. To me, I don't even want to talk about back. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's just me. I don't want to talk about back. Okay, I know what happened in back. I lived through it. I want to talk about forward. And it's not like the dude's going to sit up there and go, all right, Neal, here's my 20-point plan of what we're doing in the offseason, okay? We have printed out sheets for you guys to read everything for each media member in here, and you can read it live on the air. This is our 20-point plan for what we're going to do to get the Pistons to where Jalen Brunson and the Knicks are at. We want Cade Cunningham to be Jalen Brunson, okay? Because he's not yet. We want to get him to that point. So I don't know, Neal. Gosh, I hope this doesn't sound disrespectful, but I'm going to say it anyway because I've always felt this way. More often than not, those are just media sessions to have a media session. You're just not going to get a lot out of it. Did you get anything out of it?
Well, in the chat right here, Freddie Felt, I heard Neal's question during the presser, felt like saying, I know him. So I asked Trajan the effect of when the sting goes away of losing, which you could tell that was still in the room, 100%. You could tell that was still in the room. I said, once the sting goes away, and you look at 30,000 foot and say we are in a pretty good spot financially.
I thought that was you.
Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot financially. We have all of our draft capital at our disposal. We have a very young roster that has improved. I said, does that excite you, like as a GM, to have all those tools, at your disposal? And he said, yes, we have. And he brought up a good point. Like I was reading between the lines of what he said. He said we have a lot, but I think that this was telling though his response also. He said along the lines of, Duran and Asar are going to be expensive.
Yes.
He said, but we have a lot of roster and financial optionality, which I think the league kind of got buried for all the people because he's not going to, backing up your point, I don't get what you guys want, man. Like you want him to say, hey, so here's my to-do list. I'm going to, as soon as we're done here, I'm going in and calling New Orleans and I'm going to go get Trey Murphy. And I'm going to, whatever that takes to do, I'm going to do. And I'm going to make all my ancillary moves. Then I'm going to use the bird rights and I'm going to sign Duran and we're going to go over the cap that way. Tom's cool with, no, man. Like that's, nobody's ever done that. When will you guys learn about that,
It doesn't work that way. And I think this was a different circumstance. This wasn't a I want blood presser.
You know what, though? That was the vibe I got from some dudes in the room.
It was definitely that.
Okay,
yeah,
it was definitely that.
You know what I mean by I want blood. It's one thing to nick somebody up. It's another thing to gut them, okay? Yeah. And I think some of Steve Yzerman's pressers have taken on, okay, I'm pulling out the knife.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm gutting you open from the midsection, okay? Yeah. Yesterday, I didn't get that impression. That was that you're going to bleed, but this isn't going to be a heavy bleed. You know what I mean?
Right. People really just wanted to know, are you going to get that second score or are you going to, be aggressive? That was what they were trying to get out of him. And he, I won't say dance, but, it was typical GM speak. That's what I got from him. But the big takeaways that I got was, okay, Duran and Asar, they plan on bringing them those guys.
Yeah, he flat out said it. We anticipate,
Can I ask you a question? Seriously, did you expect something different?
Not necessarily,
okay.
But it's
no,
good.
because then and everybody on the leash right now. I know you're going to start attacking, and I'm going to pull it back. What's your answer then?
Yeah.
So you're just going to let him walk?
Did you like really? And I'll repeat the same thing to you out there. Okay. Did you really think either one of them were going to go?
No. But it's good to hear that outright confirmation.
Right,
like,
sure.
damn, we're working on the contracts. They're going to get signed.
I'm a firm believer. You probably heard me say this 10,000 times. If you pay attention and you listen, Neal, this goes right back to what you started with. If you pay attention to a general manager, more often than not, he'll give you the answers that you're looking for. It may not be the answer that you want to hear, okay, but he will give you the answers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly what he's going to do. Like, as you said, I'm going to get Joey. I'm making a move for JB.
Right.
But I know what he's going to do.
No, he kind of led you to the right direction, which was my other takeaway. I'm so glad whoever asked, what do you feel the deficiencies are on this team? And he outright said they need more playmaking and they need to space the floor. Obvious, right? It's clear as day that's what the Pistons need. But it's good to hear that from him because, okay, he knows exactly where to attack. And any moves that he makes this offseason, you can lead to, okay, we're probably going to get a playmaker in here and we're probably going to get some shooters, hopefully plural, multiple shooters. But we're going to get some guys in here that fit those needs. But he has a pulse on what this team actually needs, and I appreciated that. That's all.
For those people, too, there was a kind of a Malik Beasley update that
got
lost in the wash right there. So some of the people that were in the room there, what about Malik Beasley? He's under federal investigation still. Thank you for your interest. Like, that
Not bringing him back,
he's under federal investigation still.
Yeah.
Like, period.
That's
End of
why,
story.
that's why he fled. That's why my boy went to Puerto Rico.
Bad Bunny gave him a safe haven,
yeah,
right?
man. Shout out Malik
He's
Beasley.
playing in an alternate basketball league.
He is.
So there's that. Woodward Sports chat thread. John Effing Lord. When is Randy coming back? This spins into a Shelby question we had earlier.
Yeah.
She'll be on the midday show, right? Like, that's my understanding.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So we had a
Yeah, she usually rolls in around 9:30.
Yeah.
She'll be
yeah.
She
So
should be here.
so yeah, she'll be in here at some point. But again, like, her main priority will be the midday show. We are angling. We're going to make her a part of the broadcast team at Oakland next year.
Hey,
So-
nice.
Hey, nice.
So there's that.
The Neal
So-
Ruhl broadcasting tree
Congratulations.
grows.
That's right. Legends.
We
Woodward,
got a few along the way.
absolutely.
Look at you, Sean. You never rep yourself. I like
I'm gonna
that.
flex a little bit.
Yeah, you should.
Flex a little bit.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Fresh fade. Neal and Sean with KG are the dream team. Chemistry personified. I appreciate
that,
that
man.
for sure. But JB's the offensive coordinator. on it.
Absolutely.
That's gonna. You only notice JB when a graphic pops up wrong or something like that. You don't notice
Yeah.
the 99.999% of the time when everything rolls smoothly.
Man, y'all don't even know. I almost put Allen through one of these tables talking to JB crazy the other day, man. I don't play about JB. That's my guy.
Shout out to the boys, man.
It's
I
almost
appreciate
like
y'all.
you know at the end of a football game where you always see the brain trust of the team front and center and everybody knows who their name is, and then there's always that guy just kind of sitting off to the side and he's always got a serious look on his face. That's
Yeah.
JB.
He is.
Yeah, and then finally people go, who's that guy that's always there? That's JB.
That's
What
our
do you-
Connor
You
Stallion.
put some respect on that name. That's it. That's our Connor Stallion. That's a great one. I love that.
Yes. Naderade has a question for JB based on the press conference.
Oh, Lord.
I'd like to hear JB's response to Trajan saying he wants Unk to stay a Piston.
Would we like to hear from Trajan about I have that
Absolutely.
video.
Ironically, that's the video.
Ironically enough, yes, let's hear
You
it.
hear what we're talking about? By the way, none of us knew that he had that, and he's going, guys, here I am.
Right.
That's JB.
All right, run it.
Yeah, Tobias has been great. Like, I thought he was hot. He played some of his best basketball with us in these postseason games. But his approach, his professionalism, has been huge in terms of us establishing the environment that we have in the past 2 years. There's not a day he doesn't come to work. There's not a day that he doesn't do extra work, pre-practice, post-practice, everything. He's obviously in the community, one of the finalists for the community award for the league. We're very proud of what he does for us, for this organization, for this city, and he's very proud of it as well. And there's it's hard to put in words what he has done for this organization and for our young players. They call him Unk for a reason. He comes in, he leads in a variety of ways that nobody will ever see or ever feel, but our guys do, and we do as an organization every day. So, yeah, we appreciate everything he's brought, and yeah, we hope that we can bring him back. He's somebody that we want to keep in a Pistons uniform.
JB, your thoughts?
Go ahead, JB.
And
If we have
think
to bring
about
him
your
back-
words.
If we have to bring him back, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm still not going to be a fan of Unk, but I can see that he contributes in a way that's probably unseen to myself.
JB, well, you weren't with us, so I'll exclude you from this. But KG has heard this story a couple times.
Yep.
Doing games with him, when we did a West Coast trip last year, there is a hierarchy in the room. You've been around teams, you've been in locker rooms. There's a hierarchy in the room. And it's not always just the leading scorer. It's not always just the leading rebounder. It's not always that. There is a pecking order, I guess, like in the locker room. And make no mistake, Tobias Harris is at the top of that.
Yep.
They vibe with him. They like him. Cade likes him. And if that room wants him there, he will stay there.
Fact.
And my feeling is that he will be back next year.
Yeah.
and I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
Now, will his role need to change?
Yeah,
I
of
think
course.
That needs to be discussed.
KG, of course.
Yeah.
Right now.
Like, I'm not obtuse. This isn't Shawshank.
For sure.
You know, like I'm not obtuse to it. But with all that being said, he gave you a hell of a lot as the quote unquote number 2 guy in a role that he wasn't.
He should have never been in.
Bingo, but he was.
Yeah.
And you know what, Sean? Last night I was sitting there when I was watching Knicks Cavs, and it popped in my head, and I said, you know what, man? For like the way that, and we're gonna get to another message in a second. If you look at it now that you're removed from it and you watch what's going on around it, what stretch big shooter do they have?
They don't.
It's kind of hella impressive that they won 60-plus games.
Oh, I got your answer, Isaiah Stewart. That's your
No,
biggest
you know what I
stretch
mean,
shooter.
though? Like
come on, bro.
that. But it's kind of impressive what they pulled off.
Absolutely.
And Unk is one that facilitated that.
There's more validity. I hope you guys heard what Neal said. There's more validity to that, and that I've seen. The Pied Piper aspect of the locker room, you can't put a price tag on. And I'll go back to the Wings glory years, okay? There was a Pied Piper in that room, and it's not who you think it was, okay? There was Chris Chelios was the Pied Piper of that room.
Yeah.
They loved Chris Chelios. He was the Godfather.
The OG Unk.
You hear Darren will call him the Godfather.
Yeah.
Like that's Darren McCarty. I mean, he was a Chelly. Everybody's yelling for Chelly, and really, he was the Godfather. And now, in fairness, you get to a point where a dude gets a little too long in the tooth, and you just got to call it quits. And you tell the boys in the room, guys, he can't help us anymore. I don't know what to say.
But that's not Tobias Harris.
No,
We're not there with
he's
Tobias.
He's not Udonis Haslam.
Yeah,
he's
we're-
not just
we're-
here for heat culture.
we're not-
Heat culture. Wow.
We're not there with it. You know what?
Heat culture.
Hey, listen, 2, 3, 4 years from now when you're talking about 35, 36, 37-year-old guy, maybe we have that conversation. Right now, there's still a lot of tread on that tire.
Absolutely.
There was one other thing I wanted to touch on here because I think there's a big aspect to it. And I think that this was in that room. It was weird in that room yesterday.
Yeah.
On the media side.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
It was weird.
You could feel it through the broadcast.
Sideless in the chat. The Pistons and Trajan Langdon are getting punished for the sins of other GMs. This is a Hall of Fame text that we've ever gotten on this show. Sideless, you're 1,000,000% right. And here's the why. What about Tom Gore's resume? Like, you can disagree with some of the stuff that happened in the past, but what about Tom Gore's resume says that they will leave no stone unturned? No stone unturned. This is the setup you want in this town, right? You have the young roster with all the talent that's developing, continue to develop. We're talking where everyone wants to throw Jalen Duren under the bus. The dude's 22, playing center in this league. Like, everybody wants. You should be excited about this. And when I look at this, it doesn't feel that way. And I don't get it because they're in a good financial spot. They have all their draft capital. They have a young roster that still has runway, right? That's not crazy. They still have runway. And you add to that an owner, which I believe will click the pen at a second's notice.
Oh, he's
And
shown
you
it.
want to,
He's shown it, Sean. He's shown it. He will click the pen at a second's notice.
and you want to know how I knew Trajan, and he kind of eased my, concerns about the trade deadline. They did explore options. He said a lot of those options were just too expensive at the time. I can live with that. I can.
And you know how I know they were too expensive? Who got traded?
Exactly.
Can we, and I agree that is an epic thing. And I think it's a thing that we need to talk more about in this town. And I think you could apply this to everybody, okay? I'm going to use me and Scott Harris, okay? I'm not a big Scott Harris guy. Point blank, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again, okay? If you want me to give the reasonings, I've done it 1,000 times. I'll give it 1,001, okay, if you really want me to. I think his trade deadlines have been awful. He made the team worse at the trade deadline last year. Undebatable facts, okay? But do you know what everybody tells me? You can't blame Scott Harris for what Randy Smith didn't do, for what Dave Dombrowski didn't do, and what obviously Al Avila didn't do with prospects. Okay, fair enough. But isn't that trust earned, not just given?
No, it's true.
You got to earn my trust. You want me to think that things are different? You want me to think that you are the greatest talent evaluator in the history of mankind? Okay, prove it. I'm not going to just sit back and go, yes, look at all these prospects. Woo! No. no. I don't. I've been there, done that. I don't want it. Okay.
Yeah.
The Lions are a perfect example. The Detroit Lions, this franchise. Okay. The shit that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell have to put up with. Compare what they've done to anything we've seen in our life. There's no comparison.
No.
None. Zero. Zilch. However, you know what, guys? That's just the way it is. Right, wrong, or indifferent, we're all guilty of it. Prove to me that you're different, Lions. How many times, Neal, do we sit up here and say the Detroit Lions won more playoff games in 1 week? 1 week. 2. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. 2 in 1 week than we had seen in our whole lifetime. Oh, same old shit. Same old Lions. Blah, 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 blah. So now the Lions, you're in improvement mode. And you're right. Sideless is right. That's an epic thing. But at the end of the day, there are people out there that are going, it's just the same old shit with the Pistons. Well, it really isn't. Number one seed
that's
and
my
60
point.
wins, it really isn't. But that's what we do. Until you win, that's what we do. Right, wrong, or indifferent. That's just, we're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. The Detroit Tigers are different the last 2 years, right? Can we say that?
Yes.
They got to the playoffs, right? I'm not buying into the Scott Harris Kool-Aid. I'm not. He hasn't proven it to me yet. I don't know how else to say that. And if he's proven it to you, please tell me how. And do not give me the invisible. I refuse to believe it. Don't tell me because you know that Brasinio is going to be the greatest ever and Maximus Clark is going to be the greatest ever. Don't tell me the invisible. Tell me based on what you're seeing right now. And I think we're at that point with Trajan right now. How can you deny the job the guy's done? You can't, right?
And that's it. And going forward now, like he knows it. You could tell that he knows it yesterday. And, because he mentioned it, the 14 to the 46 or whatever it was to the 60. Okay, now we ride now.
Yeah.
Now that is fair. We're here now.
Clock started.
Clock started.
Dude, I said it Monday. I say it again. Guess the honeymoon's over.
You said it Sunday afternoon before the Game 7.
Yeah.
Because it's a constant. That's what it is.
Honeymoon's over. We had a great time. We did it for a week straight at Niagara Falls. I mean, you were literally sore because I pounded that so often. Now it's different. Honeymoon's over.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Detroit Gunny. Imagine a roster of K, Duran, Asar, Markkanen, or Murphy, plus one more shooter. Okay, but that's where this starts. Like the Markkanen thing.
You over it? You like me with the Devin Booker shit?
Dude, they just went and got Jaren Jackson.
Yeah,
a $250 million guy.
They did.
You think they're going to do that to then ship off Lauri Markkanen?
I don't think so. They got Ace Bailey. They trying to see how that mix going to work. I would be surprised if they traded him at least before the trade deadline next season.
No, they're not. The answer is no, they're not going to. They just went and got a $250 million guy in the trade market, dude. Mm-hmm. You're not doing that to get rid of a guy.
Sell off a big piece, yeah.
You see what I'm saying
they're trying
here?
to build over there.
It's interesting because as I've gotten older, and KG, I know from talking to you in particular about the Lions the last couple of years, there is nothing that's going to satisfy me with the Detroit Lions short of a Super Bowl. Nothing.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
Nothing. Okay, and I think we've crept into that territory with the Pistons. Okay, because you could put up back-to-back 60-win seasons, unprecedented in this franchise. And if you lose in round 2 to the Knicks next year, I'm throwing bricks. Mm-hmm. I am. I'm breaking shit. I don't want any part of it. 1,000%. We should expect more. You set the bar. I didn't do that. I did not do that. I'm glad you did it. I am. I'm so happy.
Man,
60 wins.
you sound like me talking about a college quarterback in this town.
You set the bar. That's the way it should be.
So you agree with me?
Well, he hasn't set the bar. The chatter set the bar. The chatter. We've heard all the chatter. We've gone past talk with this franchise. It's 60 wins happen. You didn't talk about winning 60 wins. You won 60. You didn't talk about being the 1 seed. You were the 1 seed. And now, yes, it's human nature. I don't know how anybody could say anything short of that wouldn't be a failure. And I'd rather live in this water. I don't want to be cute anymore. I'm tired of cute.
It's just, for me, Sean, I don't understand the trepidation and it going back to Silas's point. Like, Trajan Langdon doesn't bear the sins of what Scott Harris has done at the trade deadline and stuff like that. He does not.
No.
Tom Gores does not bear the sins of what the Illiches have done or haven't done in Major League Baseball. As a matter of fact, he's 180. He is 180.
And to that, I will say the same thing. You have to earn trust. I'm just not giving it to you. Sorry. I'm old school like that. I'm not giving it to you.
And going by that logic there, what owner has shown the most, just in terms of a propensity
that guy right there.
To click a pen and
right
say,
there.
and look in a camera.
Nobody can
look in
deny
a
that.
camera and say, I made a mistake with this. It's fixed now.
Nobody can deny that. It's that man and that man alone. There's no doubt about that. But I want to graduate from saying, wow, we screwed up. Wow. I mean, it's great. It's commendable.
No, and that's
glad.
fair.
I want to graduate from that.
That's fair.
I don't want to go to that class anymore. I feel like I've been in that class for 3 years.
More than that.
DNC ENT, thank you for this, too. This reminds me. I thought about you yesterday, DNC ENT, when I was driving back from the presser, as a matter of fact. And I'll give you the full credit for this one. I've heard more and more people suggest a Duran sign and trade, which isn't possible. Matched restricted free agents have a 1-year no-trade clause. So get your head out of your ass and know what you're talking about, okay?
That's an epidemic today. I don't care what anybody says. Right? I don't know when it happened, but you know what? You know what it is? We should, Neal, we were joking about how many years ago I made up a prospect by the name of Milky Waters. Okay? I'm not going to tell the whole story. I literally made up a prospect from Tacoma West. He was the nation's first 6-star. When I heard people talking about Milky Waters, I was like, "Wow!" I don't celebrate many W's in life, but that was one. Okay, the problem is, and I told you this off the air yesterday. I saw some people waxing poetically back and forth on social media just 2 days ago. I told you, and one guy said, "Javi Baez has a no trade clause." Okay, all right, and because one guy. Living in Mom's Basement 219, okay, on Twitter says Javi Baez has no trade clause. It must be true. Well, because he said it. There's two things. Number one, ain't nobody trading for him. And B, he doesn't have a no trade clause. He has a 10-team no trade clause, and you can probably figure out who those 10 teams are. But if somebody says something, it's almost like it's gospel, especially if you say it emphatically. What they should do is they should do a sign and trade. And then you have people like DNC ENT just going, just a little research. Just do a little research. And there is more of that today than you can shake a stick at.
No question. Gromit 0237, more evaluating. Well, yeah, Gromit. Yeah, you have the necessary data now. And guess what? Free agency doesn't start tomorrow.
Can I ask you guys a question, though? I'm going to put you on the spot, and I apologize, but we need to have this conversation. What should be the expectation next year for the Pistons?
Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Win the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Anything short of that is the season of failure.
Yes, because expectations are on them now, yes.
Bam. Okay.
I'll give them a pass. I'll even say this year was a free ride, even though they had improved the season before. This year was a free ride in terms of we needed to see them win a playoff series. We did see that.
You know what's interesting, KG? At the beginning of the playoffs, it was you set the bar in the East, you won 60 games, gosh damn it, win the Eastern Conference. That was my mentality. It was.
Shit changes as we go along.
And you know what? I can't be too mad at them.
Yeah.
We
were talking about a team that hadn't won a playoff series to that point.
Yes. And it's different because with the Lions, anything short of a Super Bowl, I'm sorry, I've been in that area 2 years now. Not getting to the Super Bowl, winning a Super Bowl. With the Pistons, go win the East. That's where I'm at. And anything short of that, I'm not going to wax poetically about it next year.
No, I feel you. They have jumped a couple steps now. But when you look at just the roster makeup, and it did kind of seem like Trajan he should be pleased with the season, right? Because he said, in September, nobody would have thought we would have been in that spot, which is correct. But going forward now, the expectations are going to be massive for this Pistons team, so you can't rest on your laurels, and I don't think that he will, because this team offensively was strapped from the beginning. We knew how bad they were offensively from the whole season up until they got bounced in that Game 7. So I really do feel like he will make some substantial moves to that. It might not be the superstar that everybody wants, but there are things that you can do to get creative and help this team at the same time.
I hope the fan base doesn't kick the can down the road.
Yeah,
the moving
yeah.
of the goalpost shit drives me nuts.
No,
okay?
next year it's going to be
I
even
hope
worse.
we're all on the same page right now. Gosh damn it, you better win the East.
And Sean, it would have been like that this year if they hadn't won a play. If they had lost in the first round in that 3-1 or 4-1, we would have tore this team apart. But things kind of changed, and when you look at the 50,000 foot, it's like, okay, nobody saw this coming. Nobody, like not even them. So I can respect that at the end of the day, but from here on out, it's okay. We're wasting years on Cade Cunningham's contract now. So yeah, you got to get this done.
That's why I'm not shitting on them for going out the way they did.
They fought at least.
I'm kind of betraying myself because I'm the guy. I'm like, I usually get mad when we're all talking before the playoffs start. The Pistons clearly the best team in the East. Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, shit. All one has to do is look at the standings, and then at the end of it, well, and I usually don't like that. But I'm making an exception for this year because it was such a giant step.
Yeah.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Floyd in the chat. I know I simply don't know enough about basketball, admittedly. Okay, self-awareness. So I'll cut the man a break, yep. But why can't Beef Stew be our starting center? His defense is better than Duran's, and he has a shot. What am I missing? Floyd, he's 6'8".
Yeah, I hate to bring back the size thing, but he's undersized.
He's 6'8". Like, that's what he is. He's a power forward in this league.
Yeah.
And a small power forward at that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and he don't shoot well enough to play power forward, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, well, to be a stretch forward.
Yeah, to be a stretch forward, yeah.
He's competent.
You're not going to put
shooting
him in the
basketball.
paint at 6'8" as a forward, so yeah.
Correct. So, Art Vandelay, wonder what Cade's opinion is at this point, what he possibly wants or said he needs. My guess would be, not having spoken to him, my guess would be that he wants to see Tobias Harris back here.
Uh-huh.
I would think that that's definitely, something that he would be desirous of.
During as well.
100%. People forget because apparently the regular season never happened now, which I get. It was a disappointing, end to the way it worked. So yeah. Boy, JB Smooth has gone in the Wayback Machine.
Word.
JB is bringing to light. People forgot about Milky Waters, didn't they?
Yeah.
Except the only I think that JB was being disrespectful. He forgot 1 star.
Well, there wasn't a slot for a 6-star.
Right.
He was the nation's first 6-star.
JB, do you have it, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I can get it for you.
Yeah. Okay. Time has forgotten about Milky Waters. Kajobi, no pick the Pistons have will equal Cooper Flag.
Okay.
I mean, they must be talking about doing trade stuff or whatever. Okay, whatever. Gromit, all I heard from Trajan Leggins is we tried to get players, but teams didn't want to get off guys or cost too much. Eiserman speak for where Brad, good. It's pathetic. Gromit, who got traded? Who got traded that you wanted?
Right.
And if we're being 100 about it, Gromit, you watch the show a lot. I said, are you guys interested in James Harden?
Mm-hmm.
And
they tore it apart.
I was there you go.
No, I get that.
Who got traded? I hate that shit. Who got traded?
I understand, but you have to create trades as well. So I get it to a point. But with Brad Holmes, it's a little different because you can make the argument that the Lions missed their window to go acquire talent in the trade market when you had a whole bunch of rookie contracts. Now that you're starting to pay guys and you've taken a step back, you don't necessarily have that same luxury now. With the Pistons, they still have that luxury. And what it did tell me is they did call in on Trey Murphy. I think they did try to acquire Trey Murphy because who else would be so expensive to where you can't go get? It would have to be him.
I'm asking an honest question right now, and I'm being serious. Where would the Pistons be if they were the guy that got James Harden? Seriously. I don't know the answer to that. I'll defer to you guys.
They would have gotten past the Cavs. I can guarantee that. They be playing right now.
So
that's all I can guarantee.
In fairness to Gromit, maybe that's what he means.
Yeah, and they would have blew a 22-point fourth quarter lead because Jalen Brunson would have cooked him repeatedly and 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 repeatedly.
So Gromit, before you get mad at me, I just got your back, okay? Now let me go the other direction and say why I don't think that comparison is apt. Quinn Hughes. It was there. There was a deal that was agreed upon, and people got cold feet. And it wasn't the Vancouver side that got cold feet. It was the Detroit side that got cold feet.
All right.
And then he went to Minnesota under the same parameters that he could have gone to Detroit. And you know what he said after the season? Man, I love it here. I didn't realize how much I love it here. You're damn right I'm thinking about signing an extension here. An extension that he can't sign until after July 1. Because if you paid attention, and we talked about it the day it happened, it was Neal before Big D Energy. It was me, Spenny, Justin, and McCarty when all the rumors were out there. And we said, okay, 2 things. Are you willing to take a chance on a guy knowing that you can't even negotiate his next contract until after the season, after July 1? Are you willing to take that leap of faith to give up that big of a package and then have the guy say after July 1, hey, this only happens one time in my life.
Right.
This is it. I've really enjoyed my time here.
Because, Sean, you know what I would do if I were in that situation? I would go to them and say, this only happens one time in my life. Mm-hmm. And I want every dollar I can get.
You know the funny thing about it is when Minnesota was eliminated, everybody was asking about him. And you know what he said? I love it here. Yeah, this is definitely the front runner. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but those are the chances that you have to take. And so, Gromit, your point remains. I think it's a good point, especially if you bring James Harden into the discussion, okay? But Steve Yzerman got cold feet, period. Yet at the same time, I can't blame him because the franchise is in a precarious situation, by the way, because of his doing.
Right.
Do I really want to give up all this for a guy that might not sign after July 1?
Right.
No, I'm going to back up. I'm going to pull the shoe, right?
And that's kind of the thing for the Pistons. They didn't have to make a move as much as I would have wanted them.
That's the difference.
To make
you
a
nailed
move.
it. That's
they
the
didn't
difference.
have to, especially you just got your books.
This
you
is
just got all your draft
that,
picks.
Like I
under
get
control.
what Gromit's saying. Like I don't want to piss on the guy. Like that's why I brought James Harden into the equation.
Yeah.
But it's 2 different scenarios. It really is. It's 2 different scenarios.
Was Kevin hurt? Because the Trajan brought that up too. Like the guy that we didn't identify to bring in, he was hurt throughout the playoffs. I'm like, he was hurt. I didn't know.
Herter, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. So I'll back off of Herter a little bit. But yeah.
Back up off of it and set the cup down?
Yeah, you got it, big dog. I have officially forgiven the Kevin Herter thing.
All right.
So.
All right. Be prepared here, JB, because we got to put
Double
this
up.
back together.
Yeah, we got to double up.
What do we got to do to fix this?
I got you. Let's see. Let's hear from Art and Jakes and Supreme Lending. But first, here you go, you guys, for all the Milky Water fans out there.
Yeah, he went in the Wayback Machine and found the Milky Waters recruiting page. And Sean, you'll have to forgive him.
He's a brother. Okay.
They didn't have a 6th star in the template, so that's why. What's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Tacoma West, he was a hybrid quarterback D end. I mean, who thought of a quarterback D end? Who he demanded, by the way, like certain players that are now in the National Football League down in Jacksonville. He demanded that if he goes someplace, he's playing both ways. He's going to be your quarterback and D end.
Oh, the Travis Hunter experiment. Okay.
Quarterback and defensive.
That's what he's doing. What he's doing.
Well, who knows? Who knows better how to sack a quarterback than a
People fell
quarterback?
for that.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I'm serious. People, it was insane. Well, if you remember, and I'm not being a dick to you, okay, KG?
Yeah.
People were so desirous of anything at that point in the
Oh,
Rich
of
Rod
course.
era.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Milky Water.
And every recruiting class was the greatest recruiting class. I used to have, do you remember some of those arguments I had?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like taking candy from babies every gosh damn year. And I would do the, well, this is really weird. How is this class of 3 stars dominating the Big Ten the way they are? Isn't that, it's really weird how, maybe coaching matters. Maybe coaching matters.
Just
but,
a little bit.
Yeah, weird times.
Who wants watery milk? Come on now.
2%. Woodward Sports Chat, Mike G. Yaxel can play the 1 through 4. Get him. You know what? If I have my choice of dudes off the Michigan roster,
he'd be the one. He would be the one. Now, if they draft him, I wouldn't be mad. But I don't think you need another kid in this situation. But I wouldn't be mad
if it were me, Morris Johnson Jr. can guard 1 through 4 in that league.
Yeah.
He can guard 1 through 4.
That is it, yeah.
And if you're in a spot where you have to maybe trade an Asar, because guys,
so you go get Morris instead of
we tried to do this yesterday, and the fan base failed. Are you prepared to swim in those waters? And we put the Trey Murphy trade up there and got smashed immediately. No, guys, if you want to get that move, there is going to be an Asar or someone that you don't like in that trade.
Always. How many times have we said to get something, you have to give up something?
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to ask for something that isn't going to make you win.
All right. Everybody can't get fleeced, y'all. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
100%, man.
Way it is.
When Matthew Tkachuk got traded from Calgary, they gave him a 100-point-a-year guy. We haven't had a 100-point guy in a decade here. Like, that's just the reality.
That's the way it is.
Where are we going, JB?
We got to hear from Art and Jake's and Supreme Lending.
All right, there. Look, there's regular sports bars, and then there's Art and Jake's. Nobody is even in the stratosphere. 80 wall-to-wall TVs, 22 draft beers, all the drinks you need, and an elite menu. Not a good menu, not a fun menu, not good for a bar menu. No, elite menu, period, for a restaurant. Scan the QR code on the screen, download the Art and Jake's mobile app, and join the Art and Jake's fan club today. Follow them, Art and Jake's, on socials, a sports bar setting, a fine dining flavor. Also, too, our friends at Supreme Lending. You know Chad, you know Chris. Chad's going to stop by the studio towards the end of the show. And he's a regular guy, just like I get a text from Chad during the Pistons game. He's like, well, that sucked. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
But your mortgage situation doesn't have to suck, and that's where Supreme Lending comes in. And look, they have access to all the programs. They know what the landscape is like. They know what will work best for you. So if you're getting ready to get in the housing market, get Chad and Chris a call right now. If you mention Woodward Sports, you get up to $500 off of your appraisal. So again, Supreme Lending, that's our team here at Woodward Sports.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. Two, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
This is a hungry bear. This is Carl and Jeff. Carl isn't worried because he has focused energy to spare thanks to Thrive energy pouches. Jeff didn't use Thrive when Carl offered. The bear is happy about that. Don't just survive, thrive.
A network for the city, by the city. Woodward Sports is Detroit sports.
Hey, what's up? Let me tell you about BlackRock. Do you like meat?
You like meat, don't you?
You'll go to BlackRock, okay? End of the year is coming up. Hey, maybe you want to take the kids out for a special dinner. Your daughter's graduating, your son's graduating, whatever. Just because, right? As we always yell, you like meat, don't you? Okay, well, you can go get meat at BlackRock. A graduation party, a baby shower. How about Father's Day? I'm one of those guys that go kicking and screaming, right? You know how it works, Neal. You know how it works.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything. I really don't, okay? But they make me do something, and if I'm going to do something, at least it's going to be something I want to do, and that would be go eat a steak. I'll go to BlackRock and eat a steak. Thank you very much. But there is truly something for everybody there. Cocktails, mocktails, salads, unbelievable burgers. I know BlackRock's known for their steaks, but unbelievable burgers. And, of course, the famous steak cooked right there on your table, just the way that you like it. Book your event today, maybe a Father's Day fiasco, whatever the case may be, at Black Rock Bar and Grill. Find a location nearest you at blackrockrestaurants.com.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, hour number 2. Neal, Ruhl, Sean Baligian, JB Smoove, KG, Young Joey is here in the building. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread, get into there. Gromit, if Franz didn't get hurt, the Pistons were done in the first round. Yeah, and if Franz didn't get hurt, the Magic would have been a 52-win team, but he always gets hurt. So, okay. We all know that. We know that and that ass-whooping showed it. Ass-whooping in the 7th? Okay. And it sugar-coated. Well, screw that. Well, okay, Gromit. They were a 52-win team. That's not my guess. That's what the betting line was. But guess what? Franz Wagner got hurt, and he always gets hurt. And that's the story that it is. And, oh, by the way, he's on a 5 at $225 million contract. That's what your franchise is riding on. So good luck.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with it, okay? So, yeah. Woodward Sports.
Do you
chat
think there are
thread.
a lot of people out there? Do you think there are a lot of people out there that kind of feel like this was? I don't want to use the F word, but I'm going to use it anyway, just for the sake of what we're saying. That this was a fraudulent 60-win team. Do you think there are a lot of people out there feeling that way? Like that's almost the vibe that I get from Gromit. Gromit, I don't want to put words
Some
in your
fans
mouth.
feel that way, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they were.
I don't think they were either.
They would have been if they lost in the
I
first
don't
round.
think they, like, knowing what I know now, they weren't a viable playoff threat.
No.
Knowing what I know now, okay? They weren't a viable playoff threat, but I mean, a regular season merchant, you get 60 wins, man. What do you want me to say?
You had 2 series go 7 games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that fraudulent, but
Neither would I, but I
Yeah.
think Neal. Do you think there's some people out there that think this is
100%. Yeah, but they don't live in the real world because people. It's the same thing that we had with the Tiger stuff. We've been out of the game for so long that people don't understand the landscape and the reality of what things are now. It's been a decade, right?
Right. Yeah.
Over a decade
Yeah.
for the Pistons, where they were at that level where it's true.
I'm one of them. Listen, I was exhausted by the time that series came in 2008 against the greatest team of all time, the 2008 Celtics. Just ask everybody; they were the greatest team of all time. Okay, we had no chance. We lost a best of 7 and 3, as I recall.
Yep.
I was exhausted by the Pistons. I openly admit it, and I felt great shame of that. I mean, think about that: exhausted of going to the conference finals, but it had become old bit to me.
Yeah.
You know, it really and what I mean, that crew, the beloved crew, it was over.
yeah.
It was probably over 2 years beforehand. It really was. And it's funny. I remember that Memorial Day just going, okay, they're probably going to lose, and they did, and they lost in a way a team should bow out after an incredible run. Do you know how many times in the last 18 years though I said, do you remember when I was sick of going to Eastern Conference Finals? That was a fun day.
I know, right?
Like I'm guilty of it.
Yeah. Woodward Sports chat thread. Mike G. Trade Asar in his 9 points and 5 rebounds. Mike,
No, they gonna
did you hear Kenny Atkinson talk in the presser after the game 7?
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
We ran away from Asar.
We passed away from Asar. Like, wherever he was, we went away from him.
We went the other direction, dude. Like
That's insane, dog.
you have to have a guy like Asar to win a title.
No, for sure. And then Trajan spoke to it during the press conference. He said that this, summer, he will have a actual full summer to have full-blown workouts. There's no restrictions on him going forward because last year he did have a full summer, but there was obviously restrictions in place because of the blood clots that he had. So, yeah, going forward, he hopefully will get better. But
DNC's cooking today, by the way. And this is another thing that I was going to bring this up like later on in the summer, but he said it here now. The value in trades across the NBA is about to change drastically with the new lottery odds. Remember, the loser of the play-in has the same odds as the number 1 team with
which
the worst
is
record in the
nuts to
league.
me. That's nuts to me, but
That's a great point. I'm honestly, I wonder how many people. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yep. So, everybody just – but then we'll pile in and complain about it when we don't understand, like the RFA thing.
Right.
It is. It's like the RFA thing. You guys –
the Hornets get the number 1 pick now.
Yeah. The real Mr. Brightside. Trajan needs to put his mark on this franchise because as it stands right now, this is the team that Troy Weaver built. Oh, Duncan Robinson seemed like he was a pretty important part of the puzzle.
That part. Troy Weaver never got the proper veterans in here to surround Cade and the boys with, and that's what you can credit Trajan with. Two times he's gotten the right veterans in here.
Yeah. Dennis Schroeder helped last year.
Absolutely.
He did.
Malik Beasley, like I said, if you want to, Karras might be one of his only misses to this point, but I mean, he contributed a little bit in the
He was the best player on the floor for a half of one of the games of that series.
He won you a game.
That was unbelievable.
Oh no, they lost that game, but but he damn near won.
When he went off, that was because we talked about it. It was like when you have to rely on Karis LeVert to do that, you're not in a good position.
Not this Karis LeVert.
Sure. Detroit Gunny odds. The NBA lottery has always been rigged. Somebody earlier said, never forget that we lost the Wemby lottery because the district is a bunch of parking lots. No, we lost the Wemby lottery because you have a 14% chance of winning the lottery, and we won it and got Cade. So you wanted to win back-to-back 14% outcomes.
The Cavs did it. Why can't we?
It wasn't 14% outcome then. So I'm just saying. That's all. But yeah, so that's what it is. I do want to get to the Tigers. You guys want to run down the top? Do you guys want to run down the first ever morning top 5?
I guess, yeah.
You guys ready? So here's the deal. For those
five.
of you that don't know, it is a top 5 Wednesday. KG, why do we do a top 5 list?
Because it's half as boring as a top 10 list.
That's it. These top 10 lists are out of control.
It's too much.
Is Crunch Time back on their top 10 shit?
No, they not yet.
No? All right. I did notice, by the way, yesterday, as soon as we were done, there was like 2 to 4 vibes. This army of people came running in here, and they were like changing stuff up and everything like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
Dude, I love, there's something to be said, and I know you and I are going to do it. Like, I know this already, okay? There's something to be said when that yearning for football is so hard, like in July and August, where you start doing the dumb lists like that. The 5 places you've never been to that you got to get to, things like that.
Yeah.
And we are going to the factory, by the way. I mean, it has already
100%.
been written. We're going to the factory, okay?
Yes.
But there's something to be said. But it is the biggest mail-in topic in the history of man. Can we be honest? Like when you see things like that, just know at home these guys are scratching the bottom of the barrel. when you're firing shit out there like that, trust me, that's what we're doing. We all yearn for football.
So today we did top 5 Jeremys in honor of JB Smoove, who a.k.a. Jeremy, by the way.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Next week we will do top 5 Sean's in honor of Sean Baligian. And then we will proceed as usual.
I didn't know it was in honor of RJB, so you'll find out why. You'll find out in a minute. But I didn't even know that.
All Jeremys are in play. TV characters, pets, actors, real people named Jeremy, like legit song titles, as you'll see in a little bit as well. All of it is out there.
I knew young Joey would get one of mine from, because it's from a TV show that my kids watch. So as soon as I said it, like, Joey lit up. He was like, I remember that, like that.
Yeah.
So it was from a TV show that I watched with my kids.
Cocoa Beach Lion. It means a lot to him because it's in all caps. Top 5 reasons Neal should leave and Maz should come back.
Damn.
Okay. That's
nice.
aggressive.
That's not very
That's aggressive.
Number 5, views. All right, anyway. All right, let's do it. With that being said, it is time. And all right, let's establish an order here. Who wants to be the leadoff guy?
I mean,
so it was Spenny before.
It was. Normally it's the TD. So.
Yeah. JB, are you cool with being the leadoff guy in the top 5s?
Yeah, I don't got a problem with that.
All right, there it is. It's your day anyway. Top 5 Jeremys, JB Smoove hit and lead. We'll go JB Smoove, KG, Sean, then me. Is that cool?
Yeah.
There it is. So it is written. JB, your top 5 Jeremys. It takes one to know one.
I know, right? Leading off with this one, I'll start at number 5, the Jeremy Allen White. If you don't know this man, just know that, yes, Chef. If you have not seen The Bear, that is the show on FX right now. I mean, it's
a good show.
It's a good show, but like some episodes are hit and
last
miss,
season
though.
was bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah. If you better know him well as Lip, as a Gallagher from Shameless as well. Number 4, first ever tight end jersey that I ever purchased, Jeremy Shockey.
I dropped the ball.
I had to go with Jeremy
Shockey on there, man.
I had to go with Jeremy Shockey.
I missed that one too.
Yeah,
Can I very quickly, and sorry, Neal, to go in the way back. One of the most fierce arguments I've ever seen in this business. 2 guys really going at each other.
Yeah.
Okay. There was a guy in town. Are you familiar with the work of Brandon Tierney?
Yes.
Brandon Tierney was a huge Giant fan. And John Bloom, who doesn't he do Suns games now?
Yes.
Okay.
We linked up in Phoenix. When I was
What
there
a
with the
wonderful.
Pistons.
Tell him I
Great
said hello.
dude.
John Bloom was a huge Cal guy, so he loved, in my mind, the greatest tight end I've ever seen from the Kansas City Chiefs, Tony Gonzalez. Okay, they were nose to nose, screaming at each other that Jeremy Shockey was better than Tony Gonzalez.
Oh no!
It was one of the worst arguments I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Yeah,
not just for how they were screaming, but somebody actually wanted to argue that Jeremy Shockey was better than Tony Gonzalez. And BT, good guy. Obviously, he's done well in his career. It was one of the worst arguments I've ever seen in my. And it was one of those. If I had a phone at the time, I would have gone like this.
Yeah,
they were furious at each other. It was one of the worst arguments I've ever seen in my life.
Woodward Sports chat thread. BT Express, Dr. Dickenstein.
Yeah, Dr. Dickenstein. BT's eating steak. It was that bad. Like, you know how sometimes like guys get into it, like you and Alan the other day.
Yeah.
We almost got to that point where somebody got to say something.
Yeah.
And then Joey came in and he was like, "Hey, Al, I need you to chill out, bro.
Right,
You know, we got a meeting going on." It was beyond that. We were 3 exits beyond that. I mean, they were nose to nose, KG.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm not stepping into that. I'm just going to sit here and watch it. I don't need that in my life.
Real quick, JB, before we get back to you. Mike G
ahead.
in the chat. Juicier Jeff likes it extra crunch time on that bucket of chicken. Oh my God,
Damn,
dude.
man.
Whoa.
The Jeff Weight rumors are just flying since he been here.
Mike G, top 5 black kids from Belleville who Neal hates on.
No, I know who's number 1.
I don't hate.
Do you hear KG's alarm going off? I hear it. The
Yeah,
watch is going off.
Can I amend that? Top 5 kids from Belleville who Neal reads their stats off the screen.
Too much.
All right, JB, sorry to interrupt, man. We're never going to make it. Go ahead.
You're good. You're good. Number 3, I had to bring this guy up. He's probably
Jeremy
slept
Piven.
with a million women that we probably never will. Ron Jeremy, of course. So, unfortunately.
Bad ending for Ron Jeremy.
Very bad ending
and
for Ron
it got
Jeremy,
him
That's
excluded
why-
from my list.
That's why I left him off of my list.
JB, it's your list?
It was hard to leave him off.
He's an asshole.
Pause.
I know it. I get it. But, hey, I
Bored
just
of
had to
that.
throw him on this list.
Bored of that.
I mean, to be fair, if you say Jeremy,
his name
his
instantly
name-
pops
his
up.
name's
Pops
going to
up.
pop up. Pause.
Yeah.
His name pops up. Went actor heavy with this one. Number 2, Jeremy Pivens. I love this guy.
Entourage.
Ari Gold. That's the guy you aspire to be to in Hollywood. And, of course, number 1, it had to be me.
Yeah, damn right.
Goddamn
You're
right.
damn
Why would it
right.
be anyone else?
Normally we don't allow that, but we will allow
But we
it.
will.
Damn
it's,
right.
It's Jeremy.
Yeah.
It's JB. JB is the top Jeremy. No doubt about that. All right, KG, your top 5 Jeremys in honor of JB.
All right, here we go. Top 5 Jeremys for your boy. Once again, we said how hard it was to leave Ron Jeremy off the list, but he was doing some suspect shit. So at number,
Hey. I don't condone with everything you do.
I'm just saying, but yes, he slayed a lot of white puss. Yes, but at number,
Jesus.
at number 5, Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons, for anybody that doesn't know, of course, famous actor. Over a long stretch. But for me, he was the voice of Scar in The Lion King, and Scar from The Lion King taught me a lot about life. You can't trust anybody, not even your own family. He teaches you about life very, very
I hear you
fast.
there, bro.
So, no, shout out to him. Epic role as Scar and the numerous other things that he did. At number 4, Jeremy Lin. Linsanity, one of the craziest 2.5 week runs that we have ever seen, and that has yet to be mimicked since.
And it'll never be repeated.
I swear,
It
man.
literally was 3 weeks.
He made me a Knicks fan for 2 weeks.
We had a great 3-week run. It was pretty cool.
That shit was amazing.
I was never
bro.
buying that jersey. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that shit was amazing. But shout out to Jeremy Lin. At number 3, Jeremy Renner. For those who don't know, he is Hawkeye in the Avengers movies. He never gets the credit he deserves for being the badass that he was. It don't matter, bro. He don't got power. I give respect to anybody that don't got powers that's fighting intergalactic fucking beings, bro. I'm sorry.
You shooting
He
arrows
got,
at everybody.
he got rolled up on by like an 18-ton trailer and
Yes,
lived.
yes.
There's something to be said
With
about
no
that,
superpowers.
man.
He's a gangster,
And
bro.
did we mention he has no superpowers?
He's a gangster, bro. At number 2, Jeremy Lamb. Yes, the basketball player formerly of the OKC Thunder, but not for his play on the basketball court. If you were a fan of the 2K video games between the years of 2K13 and 2K, I would say 17, Jeremy Lamb was a cheat code. For whatever reason, Jeremy Lamb was an automatic bucket. All my video game players will know Jeremy Lamb. He is in 2K lore forever, bro. And at number 1, Jeremy Meeks. Now, you may not know who this man is. He is a brother. He is a very, very famous model up to this point, but it's not the fact that he's a model, it's how he became a model. In, 2014, he was arrested in a police operation. I think it was called Operation Ceasefire, and he was a member of the Crips. He got arrested on gun charges, and they released his mugshot immediately on their Facebook page. He went viral almost instantly because of how attractive he was. Gets out of jail, becomes a very famous model, and the rest is history. So shout out to Jeremy.
That's an incredible arc.
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know any of this story.
From Crip gang member to fucking successful
international model.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is actually awesome. Woodward Sports Super Chat, Sideless. Jeremy Irons and Margin Call is elite. Go watch it. Naderade, Jeremy Lin in the dreads.
Oh, man, stop it. The man had dreads as an Asian man. That shit was so funny, bro.
Swag out there.
Bro, Kenyon Martin was sick when he saw the dreads on Jeremy Lin. Kenyon Martin was ready to knock his head off. Oh, man.
Kenyon Martin's like around on social media now, like doing all the podcasts and everything, dude.
Man.
He just lays it out, bro.
Yeah,
I really enjoy him. Yeah. All right. Sean Baligian, your top 5 Jeremys.
All right. The first one, and this is for all the kids out there.
Who's that guy?
Jeremy Johnson from Phineas and Ferb.
Okay.
Were the kids into Phineas and Ferb at all?
My kids were not.
All right. So
Phineas and Ferb had a run, though.
So you have 2 little kids.
like
All they
Phineas
want to
and
do is
Ferb.
all they want to do is have fun in the summer, and their older sister's a bitch.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, she's just every day
pain in
she's
the
trying
ass,
to
yeah.
ruin their fun, right? Like it's like my angry dad. Why are you smiling? I don't know, Dad. It's summer. Okay, guy, I'm gonna put you to work. You shouldn't be smiling, okay? And Jeremy Johnson was their older sister's boyfriend. That would be like, Candace, why are you being such an asshole to these guys? Like, be cool, man. Jeremy from Pearl Jam. I went old school.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jeremy Langford, that's for you, JB.
Shout out.
The 2013 season, it was the Langford Dagger knew that Michigan State was going to win. They'd always be up by a score, and then that offensive line would wear down the opposition, and in the fourth quarter, Langford would take off on a 35-yard touchdown, and all of a sudden it's a double-digit win. Right, and that's exactly it.
I miss those days.
Jeremy Roenick was phenomenal, no doubt about that. And then JB.
Hey.
And that guy in that picture is not me. We've established that. That is not. Are you sure?
That's
100. I have videos of me and that guy in the same place at the same time talking. That is a true story. I can show you the clips. But JB, number 1, no doubt about it.
All right, there you go. Woodward Sports chat thread. Sean's list, the best one so far. So the streets are vibing with you, Sean. That is good to see. Detroit Dabber, having him at number 1 is a good choice. KG.
Yeah.
Yes. O'Brien 81, kid actor from Growing Pains, Jeremy Miller.
Oh my gosh, that's old school. I remember that little punk.
Yeah, I remember that little punk.
Yes. Neal should interview Habs man during the Habs Kane series since Neal can't interview Bryce Underwood. Okay. Okay.
I don't know if I can find him.
Fresh Fade says, Sean, those do look like your eyes. I'm just saying.
It's not me.
I know it's not.
You've seen the videos I
it in your
have.
eyes.
I've interviewed him.
Yes.
I've literally interviewed him. So that's it.
We have seen it before. All right, last, least, whatever you want to call it, my top 5 Jeremys. Let's let it rip, everybody. At number 5, Jeremy McGrath. A motorcycle guy that took over the world for like 6 months. He had a very Linsanity-esque run in the X Games world.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it did.
I'm rocking.
Me and Mario and Pemba on the blue turf in Boise, by the way. Shout out. Number 4, Jeremy Giambi. I always like the brothers of the stars, like Brent Gretzky, Jeremy Giambi, as opposed to Jason Giambi.
Yeah, who was better, way better. But
yeah. Tough run at the end, with the parasites and stuff like that. But,
Parasites?
Whoa.
How the hell do you get parasites?
What?
You okay over there, Sean?
He got parasites?
Tough run at the end. Hey, man, that sucks. You got parasites and you died.
Yeah, tough run at the end, no doubt.
Tough run
No
at
doubt.
the end.
But I've always had a soft spot in my heart for the brothers of the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace. No doubt. What?
He died from parasites. It's crazy. He had a tough run. It's just the way you pronounced it.
We got to move. We're on a clock here, everybody.
no, you're
okay.
right, you're right.
Number 3, the song "Jeremy" from Pearl Jam. Everybody in the world has said, Jeremy Smoke it. Everybody's done it. Yeah, you 100% have. You do it. Number 2, Jeremy the Jet Plane.
Oh, that son of
from
a bitch.
Thomas and Friends.
Know him well.
What?
Okay,
Know him well.
here's the deal.
His name was actually Jeremy? I know him as JJ the Jet Plane.
Yeah, Jeremy the Jet Plane.
Okay.
So I put him on there because I feel like he got a bad rap. People thought he was a little conceited and everything, thought he was better than all the trains.
He was.
You know why he felt that way? Because he is better than all the trains. Trains are an inferior way to travel, all right? You get on a plane, you're pretty much anywhere in the nation inside of 3 hours. Jeremy the Jet Plane was right. You were all wrong, all right?
Sure about
Trains
that?
suck. Thomas the Train really
You
suck.
sure about that? If trains suck so bad, why have they stood the test of time?
No, but listen.
Literally.
If you're talking about a giant nation, right? There's no way in hell I want to take a train across the country. Like, hey guys, let's go see the Tigers in Kansas City this weekend and get some barbecue. Sounds great. Okay, let's take a train. Okay, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the island of Sodor. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to take a train on Sodor. All right? Sodor's not that big. And Sir Topham Hatt made sure that was an elite force, okay? So Jeremy's right if I'm in the United States.
Correct.
But I'm not sure on the island of Sodor. Can you give me that? On Sodor, it might be easier.
No, I can't because
Especially if I'm going to the
I'll take the
seaside.
puddle jumper over to the other side of Sodor. All right? And I'll be there in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay?
And then well, good point. Then I don't have to worry about Diesel 10 coming after me.
Yes. So there you have
The
it.
fact we're dropping like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Right.
is outstanding.
JJ the
Don't
Jet
be,
Plane is nuts.
you guys shouldn't be mad at Jeremy the Jet Plane. You should be mad at yourself because you know the train is inferior and specifically Thomas the Train is inferior. He's a great earner out in the streets. Made an empire.
He did. I would never get on a train with a face in the front.
I still think that James the
see the
Brain
face on that
was the real train that got worked on Sodor. It's just we'll have a debate about that one day.
And then number 1, Jeremy Lin, for all the reasons that he made the Chinese Basketball League relevant.
Oh, he did, for real.
He
Him and
absolutely
Stephon
did.
Marbury.
Did you have 5? Joey, did you have 5? I had 5. Did you?
Oh, yeah. Come on up.
Yeah. We gotta get young Joey.
Get young Joey in.
Yeah, be fast here because we got to run.
We are so late.
So like if you had somebody that died from a disease, just say, hey, it was a tough ending, and then and then
It
go
was
on.
a tough ending.
It was.
All right, so my 5. I went Sean's route with Jeremy Johnson, number 5. Phineas and Ferb, guy was dope. Candace was a dick. Number 4, you guys didn't say this one. Jeremy Bullock, OG Boba Fett actor from 1980.
Really?
Good pull.
Wow.
Good pull for a young buck.
Wow.
2004, when they switched it all up and fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Right. But he was the OG back in the 80s.
Yeah.
He was the one who was talking to Vader and all that shit. Yeah. Nice. Number 3, our guy JB.
Hey.
Yes.
That made
He
the
made
list.
Number 2, Lynn Sanity. And you guys are going to hate me for this one.
Okay.
Look what I'm wearing.
Jeremy fucking Fears.
The nut kicker, Jeremy Fears.
Hey.
Number 1 nut
Signing
kicker.
off.
Hey, there it is.
All right, there it is. Wow. All right, JB, where are we going?
Oh, let's see. We got to hear from All Day IPA and Pure Psychiatry.
All Day IPA, like you guys already know, one of the iconic beers in the beer game. There is no doubt about it. And you know what? They don't say this. It is the official beer of camping. Like it is. Like once you're an adult, and it is the official beer of camping. And it's got enough to it, like enough of the body with the 4.7 ABV, but still drinkable enough where you can sit there and pound them on a weekend. You know what I'm saying? 15-year anniversary of All Day IPA, citrusy, crisp, and refreshing with a perfectly balanced taste. So the next time you're watching the game, make it an All Day IPA from Founders. Please drink responsibly.
And we talk about sports every day, wins, losses, pressure, expectations. Try to have fun, but sometimes real life's not always that easy. At Woodward Sports, we want you to know you're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. It is not a cookie-cutter plan just because it worked for him or her. Well, it'll work for you. No, it doesn't work that way. They're going to figure out what works for you. They're conveniently located, 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. So if you've been thinking about taking that first step, by all means, do it. Visit PurePsychMI.com. There it is on your screen. PurePsychMI.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights. Live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Hey, you hear about Detroit-style pizza all the time. You know it's Buddy's, right? That's what everybody's talking about. It started 80 years ago. Happy birthday to Buddy's. They've been doing it longer and better than anybody else. Look at it. Just take a second. Just look at it. Tell me
I can't get
don't...
past the pan, the crust in the corner of the pan.
The joy. Absolute joy. I'm going to say it again. If you guys haven't tried the thin crust, I know to some people that's sacrilegious. The thin crust from Buddy's is absolutely phenomenal. By the way, you can add some Detroit style to your event with Buddy's Catering as well. Maybe try the thin crust. Kids are getting out of school. How about an end of the year shindig, right? Don't invite Candace. She'll be a buzzkill. But have a blast with the kids. You can save 20% on your next catering order with $200 or more when you order with promo code Woodward20. There's something for everybody. You've got the elite pizza. How about salads, chicken tenders, pastas? Just check out buddyspizza.com/catering to view their complete menu and place your order today.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Sean Baligian, JB Smoove. We have KG in the building. Young Joey is here as well. And jump into the Woodward Sports chat. If you want to skip the line, use the super chat. Clean up some of these here. The Big Play J. Me, Big Play J in the super chat. All right, there you go. Sideless in the super chat. Season was over when Javi went down, the air left. So here we go. Like,
Good memory to come back to that, Neal.
Well, hey, man, I mean, that's what it is. Woodward Sports chat thread. Again, get into there, get your thoughts out there. Naderade, Tigers talk. It seems like our pitching and defense is hurting us more than our hitting. Lee at second, Short at shortstop. Our pitching isn't good enough to give up bases through poor fielding.
It's everything. Like he's not wrong, but it's everything. It legitimately, the pen isn't good. Our starters almost on a nightly basis struggle. We're left to call bad outings good outings because, we're not used to it. The lineup stinks outside of Riley Green. The most unbelievable thing to me, Neal, has been this run of just bad fundamentals across the board. And I know I've been saying this for a couple of weeks. It seems like there is a fielding gaffe or base running gaffe every game. Every single game, there's something that just makes you go like this, right?
A little bit.
Woodward Sports chat thread at East411. Top 5 bands or groups. Yes, that is in the rotation. That one will probably be a June top 5. Someone said top 5 parking lots around the district.
Yes. That'd be good.
That'd be a good one, actually. Should we do it?
Yes.
I put it on the list.
Oh my God.
Top 5 parking lots in Detroit.
You know what I do? Like, I'm not even joking. I tell my kid, go,
What's your code to get in?
Yeah.
What's your code to get in? I pull that shit all the time.
Oh my gosh. Sean, and I had this cooked up for 4 Down Friday. Our first Bourbon Friday is coming up.
Yes.
At 8 in the morning, huh?
At 8 in the morning.
Oh, boy.
It is.
So?
Make sure you eat some.
Okay.
So?
Like 8 a.m., 10 a.m.
Okay.
Here's the deal, too. It is our first Bourbon Friday. It's a holiday getaway Friday. It's a Neal Golf Friday.
Oh.
Like, it had.
We got the big 3 for you.
Oh, million percent. So we're going to do it. I had this lined up as a question. But, Sean, what you told me, because I'm starting to get fatigued already.
Finally.
It's about time.
Neal's
Right.
wearing
I'm
down.
starting
up,
to get
man.
fatigued.
He's
I
wearing
am.
down.
But you, Sean, earlier, you said it's a wrap.
I'm almost with you. Sean, I'm almost with you. Because even if they recover during the regular season, what do you expect them to do in the postseason with this offense the way it is?
I can't.
Like-
No, I'm sorry. It.
Okay, KG, we knew that going in.
Yeah, but that don't make it okay. It's been 3 years of this shit now. Literally.
But KG.
Well, because there's no window.
Oh,
Did
right,
you forget
right.
there's no
I
window?
was told
so
that.
The
yeah.
window's open all the time.
The window's open.
It'd be different if this was the first season of this. We've seen this for multiple years now, and this is an area that they refuse to touch. Is the offense?
When I saw that we have 78 wins projected, that's when I checked out.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the one thing that maybe we didn't count on is a lot of people thought that Kansas City would be number 2 in this division. And Kansas City's obviously struggling. We didn't count on Murakami and the White Sox. Now, do I think they have staying power? I don't. I don't think that. But they're definitely more dangerous than they were.
Yeah.
We see what we see with Cleveland.
They can hit the ball at the ballpark.
Yeah,
And
we
we're
see
more
what we see
weak.
with Cleveland.
And
What
we're
more
more
do you
weak.
What more do you want me to say? I mean, that's that and everything. So I think one thing that's helped us out, in particular 2 years ago, is this division was so poor, or at least had that one team that you could feast on. I don't think we have that pass.
No.
And I'm going to say it again. Joey, you just touched on it. I've been screaming this since last fall. How somebody with a straight look on their face can tell me that you're going to be a better team letting the best pitcher in baseball walk away.
Wait a minute. Sean, I was told he wins 16 games. You just go get 2 guys that win 8 games each, and there you go.
How's that worked out the past month that he's been out? How's that worked out?
Well, Sean, how's it worked out since he's been here?
Yep.
Because you are a 500 team in games
What do
he
you-
does not pitch.
What do you want me to say?
With
And-
years of data.
I keep saying this, Neal. Okay, it fell apart right before the All-Star break last year, and then it really fell apart down the stretch. 9-22. It was a historic collapse to let Cleveland win the division. Okay, you guys can do the math now. This has been half a season of awful baseball.
Yeah.
Awful baseball. Okay, I mean, what do you want?
Even going back, they last
What do you want me to
100
say?
games, they have a losing record out of the last 100 games that they've played, even
is
dating back
correct.
to last year.
What is it now? I think it's 29-50 or 29-51, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
29-51, going back to August 22nd last year. I
It's
actually
bad.
looked at those. 29 and 51.
Your offense
Neal.
hasn't improved. 2 years ago, you had one of the best bullpens in baseball. That's deteriorated. Like, they have a lot of things working against them to make me feel like, okay, they can get to a World Series or even an ALCS.
And there's a couple different angles that I want to approach this with, and I'll save one of them maybe for tomorrow, assuming they lose again tonight. But here's the deal,
About to get
Sean.
swept by Cleveland.
My gut says, Sean, you're wrong. To fly the flag, and not because you're a hater. I get where you're coming from. My gut is to say, Sean, you're wrong. We are still not to Memorial Day yet. However, when you start putting these pieces together, and here's where I do it a little bit differently, Sean. If it were just like when Cleveland ran the Tigers down, it was just the Tigers in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That was it. You have to pass everybody in the division.
Mm-hmm.
The number of teams you have to pass matter because there are nights they play each other.
Yeah.
And on the nights they play each other, you're not gaining any ground on someone.
I don't think people take that into consideration, and I am somebody, I don't put my faith in looking at a calendar or looking at a division. I don't, okay? Well, it's only May 20th. Oh, I feel so much better about everything I've seen the last few weeks. It's only May 20th? Oh, that changes everything. Or, well, look at they're in the Central Division. I want to put my faith on what I see, okay? And this lineup isn't good, even with Riley Green being otherworldly right now. He really is. Are we allowed to say
He is
that?
one of the best like everybody calm down for it. Riley Green is one of the best hitters in baseball.
Right now.
Period.
In
Period.
like Aaron Judge and Shohei and all those guys, he's there with them, everybody.
Period.
That is a factual statement.
Period.
Can't deny it.
Okay.
Period.
So,
you know who I have faith in on the staff right now? Casey Mize.
Yeah.
Casey Mize. That's it.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody? Let's go real quickly. Anybody else?
Nope.
You feel real good about anybody else trotting out there? I'm not even talking. How about starting? Forget the starting pitchers. How about out of the pen? You feel anybody?
and that's where I'll
when
vibe
this-
with you.
When
It's
this
terrible.
guy, when
Nobody.
this guy comes in, don't worry about it. Okay.
Somebody will shit the bed every time.
We all literally. It is Gordon. Gordon has Jihadis Melton, which kills me every time he posts that. It just kills me every time every time. I'm left sitting at home hoping for Bo Brisky to slip and fall like he did a couple of years ago, bang his head and wake up and go, I'm Prime Rivera. Neal, do you remember that? There was a month where the guy went out every
Yes.
game
Yeah,
and
he's a
just
stud.
ate people up.
And I thought this is what it was finally
It
because he
kinda
was so
like-
heralded.
It was kind of like our Linsanity. You know, when you think about it, it's kind of like our own Linsanity.
It was a month run.
But it was about a month run, and then it was like, oh, he remembered he's Bo Brisky again.
That 2024 was Lindsay.
We're a mess. We're guys. Do you think I like saying? I mean, I love the team. I'm going to 2 games next week. We're a mess. This is a bad team.
Is Flaherty pitching one of those games?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I'll hit him up and I'll say, hey, it's a big game because Sean's there.
You need,
Big
You need to
game
pitch
Jack.
You need to pitch your worst
I'll throw
game
eggs
ever.
at him. I won't even
BGJ,
voice
big
it.
game Jack,
I
baby.
will throw eggs at him.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Rob Coddington. If Nickelback doesn't make it to your top 5 list, shout out to Rob, by the way. He's going to be a father, I found out.
Shout out,
Our
man.
guy from Varchas.
Congratulations,
We'll lift a bourbon on
I
Friday
felt
and you're
so
out.
Yeah,
sorry.
hell yeah.
I was at that game. Okay, that was one day where, like, when I got done doing the pregame show on television, I go, "Can I be dad today? I'm going to take my kid to his first Thanksgiving game." The booze that came for Nickelback, it was sad. It was like, do you ever like? I felt sorry for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's like it's jumped that shark of like it's like a fashionable thing to do.
Right.
You know? Because Tell Me Rockstar's not a good song. You can't.
It was. You know,
This is how you remind me? Tell me it's not a good song. You
These
can't.
are guys. Like they're giving up their holiday too to come like play in essence a free show, and people are booing them. Like I felt sorry for the guys. I really did. Well, they had Canadian Thanksgiving a month earlier, so I'm sure it was fine.
That is true. Charles Watson, the super chat. I'm getting Sparky Anderson, old school Tiger vibes. I miss those days. How about you guys? Here's the one thing, and guys, like, look, man, and this is going to get pushed back, and I'm going to get, destroyed for it, but I don't care. Like the whole Riley should have been hitting third instead of fifth or all. What is A.J. Hinch supposed to do, man?
couldn't agree more.
Because we've seen him squeeze every drop out of this team. Every drop.
The energy at the park sucks. You were there last night. You and young Justin's here. You and Easy. The energy at the park sucks too. It really does. I've been a few times with my son, and usually there's like I know on the weekends it'll get better because everybody's drinking and acting the fool and everything.
Yeah.
But during the weekdays when the real fans go,
people don't drink on the weekday games. I didn't get that memo.
at all. Yeah, at all.
Kind of like winning is fun, right?
Yeah, it's amazing how that works out.
Yeah, Danny G, the Tigers are so sad, man.
They are.
They are.
Neal, I mean, what do you expect of this team? You think they're going to make a miraculous comeback?
Scooble's going to be back in, 3 weeks, they said?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the plan. It's all on Scooble.
Yeah, but you've lost 12 of your last 14.
And
by the time Scooble
no,
gets back,
KG. But you know what though? People were like, "Oh, let Scooble walk. He only pitches 6 innings." Yeah, you wish you had that now, don't you?
Yeah.
Because you don't lose 12 of 14 when Scooble's here with you. You know why? Because he goes out and wins.
Yeah.
The streaks stop all the time, like that. This is what you guys were desirous of. Let him walk. Get him out of here. He only goes 6 innings. This is the other side of that, everyone.
Later, we all know they're not going to resign him.
I want him
Trade
out.
him. Trade
with
him.
Sean.
I mean, here you go, Scott. You wanted your team. This is going to be your team.
Boy, I'd be upset when that happens.
You're literally getting rid of the best pitcher in baseball.
I just don't want to see that shit from people about
This is
when
your team.
Scooble leaves, keep that energy. Oh, well, he only pitches 6 innings anyway. Oh, well, he only wins 16 games. You just need to get 2 guys who win 8 games. I was literally told that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, sure. Whatever. You got it, big dog. Blimpy, real-ish, Neal. No, I mean, I don't understand how you can ignore that.
I don't know. I don't understand how you can ignore that this team isn't going anywhere. I think you're lying to yourself right now if you...
Sean, I'm almost there. The only reason I'm not there is because it is May. Literally, because it's May.
Isn't that wonderful?
June.
Yeah.
You have faith in a calendar.
Yeah.
Not a team.
It's sad.
Cool. All right, I'm in.
Okay, Shad 216. Ish has been looking dire without Scooble and Javi.
You say
And
what
Javi.
you can keep doing that, Neal.
Zach Short over Javi.
Zach Short hasn't hit a baseball. He's played how many games now? He hasn't got a hit.
What is he at, 15?
He has a 0 average, not 0.8, not 0.2.
You want a fun
He
fact?
has a 0 average, bro.
You want a fun fact here? Javi as a Tiger, Zach Short as a Tiger. Get on base at the exact same clip.
I don't want to hear that shit.
You don't want to hear facts, KG?
I don't want to
You don't want to hear math and facts.
But
why, KG? Why don't you want to hear the facts?
You're downplaying the defensive, and I'm not saying he's a savior, but you're downplaying the defensive.
And you're downplaying the $150 million he cost.
Man, I understand that, but we
No,
are well
clearly you
beyond
don't.
that. Neal,
Clearly you don't.
We are
Clearly
beyond
Justin
that.
does not.
We are beyond that. We've had this guy for 5 years. Let it go. He's never going to live up to the contract. Never, ever. I told you
He's
this.
Zach Short getting on base. Look
Zach
it up,
Short ain't
everybody.
did shit for this team.
Then neither has Javi, because when they come into the batter's box,
So Javi
they
wasn't
walk
an
back to
all-star.
the dugout
So Javi
at
wasn't
the
an
exact
all-star.
same
Is
rate.
Zach Short better than Javi is what you're telling me. This
For
is what you're telling
$150
me.
million?
Get the fuck. Okay, let's go. Let's go to break.
KG, when Javi
go.
walks into the batter's
Zach
box
Short better
and
than
Zach
fucking
Short
Javi
walks
Baez.
into the
Are you
batter's
fucking
box,
kidding me?
they walk back to the dugout at the exact same. You know how when you go into the batter's box, 2 things happen? Either you continue on the bases or you walk back to the dugout. Those are the 2 things that happen with every hitter
Well,
ever.
guess what?
Every
I've seen Javi on base before.
But I get your point.
I've seen Javi on base before.
Might be involved, but I get your point.
You see what I'm saying, though? Either your journey continues on base or your journey ends and you go back to the dugout.
One guy-
Zach Short and Javi go back to the dugout at the exact same rate.
One
And then
guy-
I get a message.
But yet
and then I
somehow
get a
one is
message.
a better player than other
And then I get a message from Shad that says, shit's been looking dire without Scooble and Javi.
Because your defense is
Javi is
without
not
him.
an equivalent to Scooble. Javi does not impact you in the way
Javi
that
is a
Scooble
plus
does.
defender. Yes, the fuck he does.
He gets on base the same rate Zach Short does.
And Zach Short has a 0 average. I've seen Javi on base
Which makes it all the more incredible.
Like, get out of here,
We
man.
lost him. What's the next
You got to let the Javi hate
All right.
go.
I'll
Without
join
Javi, you
I'll
have
join
sucked.
you. Okay, I'll join you on one condition. You got to drop this Jack Flaherty shit for my son. Okay, I'm in.
Sean,
I will talk about on base percentage. I will do all this. Just drop Jack Flaherty forever. Forever.
I put him in the coffin.
I can't take that.
I'll
That's where my
join you on
sanity
one
breaks.
condition.
You guys are bitching about who's more ass. Basically.
Hoof-hearted.
Javi is a lot less ass. I'll tell you that.
KG is kneeling Neal. 0.0. I'm just reading numbers. Hoof-hearted. I'm just reading numbers too. Same on base percentage as a Tiger.
Yeah,
exact
but
same.
Not the same impact.
Oh, okay.
No, just say Zach Short's
the aura
better.
thing,
Just
right?
say-
Yeah,
just
the
say-
aura thing.
just say Zach Short is
Sean's
better.
over
and
here
we'll
trying
move
to
on.
negotiate a 3-team trade. All right, we got to take a break.
So what's the next read, guys?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Why
man.
are you trying to bring a third team into this trade?
Right. We'll go to Gold Crown, man. Let me tell
We lost.
the
All right,
people
we lost.
about Gold Crown. Yeah, man, this shit is out of hand. Zach Short better than fucking
Javi's
Javi.
defense makes up for it. For $150 million, a defensive specialist?
Let it go, man. He's never
No,
gonna
I
be
can't
that.
let it go, KG. That's what it is.
Well, Neal is clearly smoking something, and hopefully he's smoking Gold Crown because they have just dropped the new Royal Jesters. These ain't your average pre-rolls. We talking the big boys, 1.5 grams each, and they are quad infused, Keef coated, live resin infused, THCA diamonds and terpenes all packed into one. That's 4 layers of you're good after this. This ain't the Reggie. Oh, no, sir. This is, you want to hate on Javi with everything in your belief pre-rolls. Michigan made, top tier, no shortcuts. Next time you at the dispo, don't ask, just think, or don't think, just ask about the Royal Junior Jesters, because if you're gonna smoke, you should smoke like royalty.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. 1's great. 2, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports. Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Justin Satawa here. Let me tell you about Mad Packs. Mad Packs is the best pre-roll in the game. They have the variety that you want. They have the boom shakalaka, the high-low, and they range from sativa to indica. So whatever your vibe is, make sure you tap in with Mad Packs. They are in all the local dispensaries near you, and tap in with them on their social media, mad_packs on Instagram.
All right, back at it, everybody. It is time for By the Numbers. That's right. Our guy, Chad Pikinen from Supreme Lending. Christina Gennari here in the house as well. Local real estate legend, as I like to say. I think that best sums it up. But before, we get into all that, Chad, I was telling the people earlier, I was getting texts from you towards the end of the Pistons game. You weren't in a bad space, but you were kind of in a bad space.
I was getting there. We were going down the dark path with the. I blame the refs, but I mean they coughed up a 10-point lead, 9, right?
Whatever the number was. But all in all, so Chad, now that the emotion has kind of removed itself, where are you with the Pistons right now?
I mean, I feel like they had to close the game out. I feel like we personally should have won in 6, but I mean we weren't scoring, and Game 7 was the travesty.
It was
no
tough.
Energy. It was tough to watch.
Yeah, no doubt. It was tough to watch. There is no question about that. But guys, we have you here right now. Of course, you guys know Supreme Lending, proud partner here at Woodward Sports Network. I did have actual housing questions today.
Excellent.
Yeah, like actual housing questions. My wife and I there was a house that popped up that she liked. And we're not looking to actively move or anything like that. What is the housing market like right now? I figure I have two experts here, and this is for me. Maybe not. If you're in the market right now too, maybe you should listen up here. Where is it at? We keep hearing about affordability issues and values and all that kind of stuff. Where is it for the buyer? If you're looking to buy a house today, where is it at?
I'll take that. So I think it's interesting because nationwide there is an affordability issue. There's an inventory issue. Homes are sitting on the market for long, extended periods of time. But for Metro Detroit, we're really blessed. We have a really nicely balanced market. Most of our listings have multiple offers within a few days, at the most 2 weekends. I think coming out of COVID, sometimes 2 weekends on the market feels like a long time because we were used to so many houses that had 50 offers in 10 minutes. But that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I agree. I think I read a stat that there was 660,000 more sellers than buyers. But everything in our area, like she said, it seems like it's going off and on in 2 weeks. From 300 to 650, it seems like they're moving pretty well still.
I was going to ask you both, and maybe it depends on the area, but I've noticed a lot in our area because we're getting close to that point in time, like a lot of other people, where maybe you downgrade, go get the beach house, whatever the case may be. The fluctuations, have you seen that? It just seems in my neighborhood, it's like, ooh, this is a high point, man, sell, and then all of a sudden, damn it, I can't sell right now. Are you seeing some of the fluctuations maybe that we're seeing out in our neck of the woods?
It might be representative of what the condition of those houses are. Okay. So let's say a lot of your neighbors are like you, where they've been in their home for a long time, 10 plus years. Some of those people have probably remodeled and they're selling at the top, while others are staying with what they bought the home originally with. So they're going to be selling at a lower number. So you could see the exact same house sell, let's take your average 2004 Macomb County new construction from that time. If you've updated it, that could be 600,000. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't have the updates and needs a new roof and all the stuff, maybe it's 475.
Okay, that makes sense.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Meta Intelligentsia in the chat. I cannot afford a home. I'm a wealthy 25-year-old on the west side of the state. And Chad, I know that you guys have access to all the programs. It's something I talk about when I do the Supreme Lending, not Pistons related this time. But I do have a housing question about Detroit sports that I'll get to you in a second. What do you say to somebody in that spot? Because that's a lot of people right now. The mid-20s, my career's popping off a little bit. I have some money, but I feel like I can't afford a house. What's the move? What's the play?
There's a couple different ways that you can do it. A lot of times, especially on first-time home buyers, people think that they need to have 20% down or a large sum at closing. And a lot of times we can get those people in with no money out of pocket. So it helps buff the reserves. Even if the payment's a little bit higher, we save them $10,000 to $50,000 at close, and it definitely helps.
Absolutely. And by the way, if you roll with Supreme Lending, mention Woodward Sports, and they'll help you get up to $500 off of your appraisal as well. Sports question, Chad.
Hit me with it.
Alex Anzalone's house just sold in Birmingham. Does that make you sad?
Yeah, that does make me sad. Fun fact, I actually bought Taylor Decker's house.
Did you really?
No kidding, yeah?
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
All right, well, you played a part in them drafting a new offensive lineman, so there you
and
go.
I called that one, too, Blake Miller.
Well, then what happens,
That's true.
I don't know if you know this, is with his Finnish background, then 38 other Finn families.
They're following. Yep.
It's incredible. Yeah, they're like Finn. They take over areas. It's amazing.
A spin-off question of that for you, Christina, as we wrap this up. Do athletes' houses move quicker? Because you've sold some of the highest, profile houses in Oakland County and all that kind of stuff. Does the story help sales? Like Alex Anzalone's house, Taylor Decker's house. Does that help move a house?
It's definitely an attraction, but I would say a lot of athletes live different lifestyles. So sometimes they're in great condition, and other times we need a little cleanup. Let's call
Really?
it before. Yeah.
Okay.
Might be a party house.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. I guess it does. Mike G has a question for you, Chad. Would you extend lending and financing to Tarek Skubal, even though he only throws 6 innings normally?
I think they call that the ability to repay.
So an arm would be the move,
be
maybe
back.
for Tarek
Yeah.
Skubal, because you're going to be in and out of the market,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I think this is a good place to stop, everybody. No, but Christina, Chad, we certainly,
you guys.
we always
Sure.
appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys coming through. We got into actual housing stuff today. It wasn't just sports.
It's something we can all relate to. I mean, like the dude who's 25, or the people in your position
Yeah.
or our position and things like that. And half the time we're going blind. So yeah, it helps to talk to people who actually know what the hell they're talking about.
No, like our thing was, my wife, we live in Washington Township, and my wife loves like the 1860s houses, in Romeo.
Oh, yeah.
Like she would with the big porch that wraps around it. I don't, but I don't. Whatever she wants, I don't care.
You have to love the maintenance.
No, and I don't. So that's where you guys are never high maintenance though to have on. We appreciate it. Chad, Christina Gennari, Chad Pikinen, Supreme Lending, and that will wrap it up for the show today. Appreciate everybody tapping in. We'll be back at it tomorrow for the whole squad. My name is Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy. Well, see you later.